you know that for the price of a grande caramel macchiato, you can keep this show free and unsullied by corporate sponsorship? You can tip us on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Links are in the chat.
Hello and welcome to the Best of San Francisco Zoom comedy show. Have a good night, bitch.
Hello and welcome to the Best of San Francisco stand-up Zoom comedy. Hello and welcome to the Best of San Francisco stand-up Zoom comedy. Oh, oh, oh.
Live at Kells in North Beach every Friday at 8, and now every Saturday at the Leisure Center for the Arts in Walnut Creek, California. Tickets available at bestofsfstandup.com. Coming at you live from San Francisco, California, the greatest city in the world. Here's your host, Bahe Ho.
Yes. It's me, everybody. How's it going? How you guys doing? 49ers won. Y'all happy about that? Huh? I know
I'm a Cowboys fan. So.
Oh, really? How'd they do?
They're winning right now, but
Oh, there's a Cowboys game on right now, huh?
yeah, they're playing the Eagles.
That's crazy.
But
Well,
I can only name one player of the Cowboys.
who's that?
Dak Prescott, I guess, the quarterback.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to start the show now. How about that?
Let me just interject before you do and say it's one of the few times I root for the Cowboys because go Niners. Yeah, baby. I just thought I'd throw that in being a Niners fan.
Is it somehow advantageous for the Cowboys to win?
Well,
I
it
know.
gives the Niners the best chance to win the whole Western Conference to get a first-round bye.
Oh,
That's the only reason I'm rooting for them.
And the Cowboys will lose in the playoffs anyway.
This is how I look at it. I don't really care if Cowboys win or lose. I'm not getting a cut out of the deal, so I just
well,
watch
you're not
it.
a true fan, Basil. You're not a true fan.
Yeah, I guess not.
You know, what you can get a cut of is all the tips tonight if you win the audience vote, because that's what we're doing.
I didn't know there was audience vote tonight again.
Yes, we do it every single week. I think
It's an election season.
That's right. But I just want to reemphasize that's why it's so important that everybody tips. You
Right.
know, like tipping is a big part of our culture here in America. We
Yeah.
tip for everything. I was at Pete's Coffee today. You
Yeah.
guys like Pete's Coffee?
I don't drink coffee, but
Okay, well, anybody else drink coffee? Goddamn. They have tea also. They got all kinds of stuff. It's really good. I got a coffee myself, and it was, it was just, I just wanted like a small coffee, just a regular small coffee. It was $3.50.
yeah, I know.
Do that.
Outrageous.
Don't you brew your own?
It seemed a bit much. I do usually, but I was downtown. I was waiting for something, so I was like, let me go get a coffee.
Yeah,
But,
crazy.
And then on top of that, you got a tip.
Right.
Yeah,
So what do you tip for a $3.50 coffee?
I guess 50 cents.
50 cents. You're a cheap motherfucker.
$1.50. You're gonna
$2.
give them $5 and say keep the change. I know.
I just tip $1. I tip
Yeah.
$1, but it got me thinking, like, why are we tipping? Because the coffee was already made, so she literally just like grabbed it, and put it in the cup. She didn't like make it, and then I tipped her $1. But I'm like, I'm fine with that. But like, I was thinking, why don't we tip other professions? Like, why is it just coffee? Like I feel like some of the dirtier professions, like the harder professions, like why don't we tip our garbage men?
Oh, I always do. I always tip the garbage man at Christmas time. Always, I leave an envelope on the garbage can with his name on it. And seriously, and I actually wait for him to come in just make sure that he gets it.
Thank you.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
no,
thinks it's garbage or something, throws it away.
Well, no, it's big envelope, so he won't miss it.
I don't believe you, man. You're telling me you tip for 50 cents for coffee, but you tip your garbage man? I think you're just trying to mess up my joke.
No, I used to wait tables, and Canadians have a bad reputation of tipping. So the joke was, what's the difference between a Canadian and a canoe? the canoe tips.
All right. Well, I was also thinking, like, well, I was on the topic of garbage men.
Sure.
Have you noticed like that isn't one where no one's like, they're called
So
garbage.
I already want to click off. I already want to get this shit off.
Have you noticed like it's nobody's saying like they want to be called garbage people?
No.
You know, that's not one that they want. You know?
I've always wondered about doctors. You know, they always want you to like. They come in and they go, "Yes, my name is Dr. Anthony, whatever." I mean, who cares? Who cares? You know, you're at the, you know,
Well,
at
Basil,
school. Yes.
I think doctors
Is this
deserve
the
a tip.
terms and conditions? Guys, I'm gonna freak.
I think doctors deserve a tip as well.
Yeah.
Especially certain doctors, like you got to tip your proctologist, I think, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
You know, but usually he's the one giving you the tip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my proctologist did 2 fingers. I said, "Why did you do 2 fingers?" He said, "I needed a second opinion."
You know, but the thing is, so all I'm saying is next time you go to the proctologist, Basil, when was the last time you went to the proctologist?
Actually, about 2 weeks ago, and I got my colonoscopy also done. Which, if you like, I can tell you that a little later on about my colonoscopy.
Did you save the video?
No, I did not.
Oh.
You know, you get those every 10 years. You don't need another one next week.
Well,
So after
you're right. You're right.
after that, did you like slip him a 20? After
No.
Okay.
Should have at least slipped him 6 or 7.
He said, "My God, the camera went inside." He said it was like the IDF looking for the Hamas.
I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Every question is bull.
The sound effects are not on point tonight. I don't know what to tell you. And
Yeah.
Basil, you gotta tone it down a little bit.
I have to.
Yeah.
My proctologist said that I set a Guinness Book of Records for 24 polyps when I had my colonoscopy. And I just want to add that I was never tipped as a teacher. Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you guys heard, but like Google is launching this new thing where they like you upload video from your colonoscopy onto the internet. That way we can all see up each other's assholes, you know, which is like the final phase of the internet.
Right.
And yeah, they're gonna call it Poogle.
Oh.
Poogle. Yeah. So all right. This has been a nice little start to the show, but I will say, you know, Kells, I want to comment on Kells on Friday. Thank you, Enoch, for coming. Enoch almost got in a fight with somebody.
Well, he was just a British pilot of small little jets, not even big jets. He was a very small pilot.
Dude, I don't think that guy was a pilot. I think he just said.
You know, he did the comedy. Was that you that was talking to him at first? He goes, "I'm a pilot," and the comic goes, "Are you a commercial pilot?" And he goes, "No, private jets." You know, the little.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that guy. That guy was an asshole, though. He was talking the whole time, but it was crazy, man. You know what I realized? You know those like rooms that you pay money to go in? You can like break objects and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish I would have invited him in there, and I would have broken some of his objects. He
yeah, you really didn't like. No, he was just being a dick. I think that guy.
Yeah, no, that's why I called him a dick.
Yeah,
I told him, "Don't be a dick." I think he probably didn't want to be a dick and didn't realize. But you know, then
he was trying to be a dick.
I think
let me finish. Yeah, he was trying to impress the ladies and stuff, I'm sure. But those ladies, you know, they just throw their glasses. Like, I think Kel's, it's got a concrete floor, and I think people just like go there and throw their glasses.
I'm finding pieces of glass in my shoes still from that.
Yeah,
I think one went through into my foot. No, I'm not kidding.
But there's few things more satisfying than just smashing glass on concrete, you know.
Did you say he was British?
Yeah, he was. I think he said
Blimey.
He should have told him. He called him a spotted dick.
Okay.
Well, I could have called him a prat and a prig, and you don't smoke fags, guy, do you?
All
I
right.
drink
Well,
warm beer too.
you guys know the rules. We've got a lineup of comics, and then they're each going to do time, and then we're going to vote on the person that's going to win. So I think what we should do is we should start with last week's defending champ. That's a good way of doing it. I don't know if he's ready. Vince, are you ready to go?
Born ready.
You're not finalizing your jokes like during the show.
No, I was also born heading out.
Does
Just-
that count
just in
as your
case.
first joke? All right. Vince
Hey,
Mulligan, everybody.
I heard that somebody showed up to your show posing as an owl Friday night.
Really?
Yeah. You don't want to know who? Ah, there you go.
You got me.
Well, that was
That was easy.
anyway. I'm gonna try something a little different.
Oh.
All this is absolutely true. So when I was growing up, my parents and my older sister showed dogs. For over 50 years, they're still showing. And these dogs they showed, they were Great Danes. Yeah. Horses, you might call them. Yeah, they wonder who walks who. Yeah, they eat a lot. But you know, when you're 9 years old and you're in a rough neighborhood, you need a big dog to settle the neighborhood. Yeah, that's what I did. I walked that dog the neighborhood and everybody called me, "Hey, how are you?"
You go.
So in those first few years, it was always the conversation was always kind of weird. You know, like if you were sitting outside the ring and the dogs are showing and somebody would say, "Look at the nice rear on that bitch," you know? And then somebody else would say, "Yeah, I'm going to breed that bitch sometime this year." And you're like, holy crap, that's kind of uncomfortable. So you got to look out in the ring and yeah, the dog's female. The one on the end of the leash, yeah, he's male. But it's still quite uncomfortable talk. So we had our first dog. His name was Seymour. He was quite the character. He got into doing holdups. I don't know how it happened, but what he would do is he would walk out of my dad's gas station and he'd go 2 blocks down and hit up the Wiener Schnitzel. He would pull up just a couple feet just outside the walk-up window, and he would sit there and he would stare at the girls. And they would take a loaded dog, wrap it up, and they'd reach out and they'd put it into his mouth, and he would turn and head back home. So he got so confident in that holdups that he actually got the dog catcher to bring him home. I thought, here I am. I'm sitting in the gas station. Dog catcher pulls up. He's sitting in the front seat. Now, he's only 3 years old, 168 pounds, a little big to fit in the back boxes. But the dog catcher gets out of the truck, walks around. Seymour's head, eyes front, loaded dog in his mouth. Dog catcher opens up the door. Dog hops out, kind of does the head bob, and into the gas station he goes.
Oh.
And the dog catcher looks at my dad and he says, caught him down at the Wiener Schnitzel. He had caused a line that nobody wanted to jump. Well, I looked at him. I said, I don't think I jumped that line either. So there you go. Sweet little story.
Vince Mulligan, everybody, doing his impression of Enoch tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. No, that
No.
was good. Nice changing up of pace there. Nice. Let me ask, do we have James Royal here? James Royal said he wanted to do a set, but he's not here. Maybe he couldn't figure out how to log in. That's all right. What about Casey McNeil? Do we have Casey McNeil here? No, we do not have Casey. You know who we do have? Chris Shipakase, everybody. Give it up for Chris. Chris had a hell of a set on Friday, man.
I just want to say I was at the Leisure last night.
Oh yeah.
To watch a magic show, and the magician got mad at me.
Why?
Because we were in the front row, and somebody put handcuffs on him too tight, and he wanted to show the crowd that the handcuff was too tight, so he gave me his hand, and I grabbed it. I really looked at his hand, and I think I did it too long, and he got pissed off at me.
Did you ruin the show or what?
No, it was a good show. His name is Alex Ramon. Actually, he's on stage right now. He's my favorite magician. I mean, it's a great show. But yeah, it was, and there was another time where I don't know, there was like 7-year-old girl on stage, and she's like, my parents are engaged. I'm like, you're 7 years old. Your parents aren't married, you know? What kind of America do we live in? They let, you know?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
that's true. How did you get a front row seat at the magician thing? Did you tell
It
them
was
that...
sold out. I don't know. My mom picked out the seats. We were in the front row.
Oh, damn.
I think it's the same theater that you do your comedy show at.
The little one?
Yeah, the little. I see it like 100 people. It was a great show. Yeah, but
it's 150.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that guy got mad at me. It was kind of funny though, because I'm the worst person to take to a magic show, because I just sit there and try and figure out how they do the tricks, you know?
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
not
think
really
you're
that
alone on that.
surprised. I'm like, I know how to do that.
Did you figure any of them out?
Yeah, the saw in half. I think the woman just bends her legs in because they don't show her feet, they just show her head, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. Alex Ramon, he's always in Tahoe at Harvey's. If you ever get up there, you should go catch his show. Tell him I sent you. The weird thing is, I think he knows who I am, so it was kind of.
Why have you been
I don't
to
like
other
going
ones?
to places where people know who I am.
I hear you.
You know, I like to just, I like to fit in with the crowd. People recognize me too much. I'm like famous and broke. I'm the worst kind of famous. Got no money and I'm famous.
Were you dressed
I
like?
can't go anywhere.
Were you wearing a hat and sunglasses?
No, I wasn't wearing a hat. It was hella chill. He's a funny guy and stuff, but yeah, he gave me his wrist and I was like staring at it. I'm like, yeah, you do got a mark there and stuff. And
so
I don't know if I held it too long. I don't know.
Well, I gotta tell you, you crushed on Friday at Kel's. It was really a sight to behold. So
yeah, I want to announce that I'm doing a comedy class. I'm teaching people how to deal with hecklers for $1,000 a week. I'll bring a bunch of hot chicks and they'll heckle you. Yeah, I did really well, and it's crazy, but
dude, the highlight of the night was when that drunken sorority girl gave you a hug after the show.
Yeah, the one that took the mic from me.
Yeah.
And she was kind of surprised because I told her, I'm like, hey, it's cool. We're here every Friday. You should show up. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, we're here every Friday. You got to come back,
Yeah, she's never coming back. I hate to break it.
Oh, no, they're coming back. It wasn't even the birthday. Their birthday's the 22nd. Why are they celebrating her birthday now?
Well, so there was a birthday girl, just to clue everyone else in, and one of the comics made her cry, got up in her face or something and made her cry.
Yeah, one of the comedians said, I'm from Texas. I will hit a woman. I was like, what the hell is that about?
Yeah, They did say that. That's true.
Yeah, I was like, maybe that's why she was crying. But yeah, it's like, there's some etiquette, but they were just kids, like we got to respect the kids. They don't know any better.
All
They
right.
didn't grow up
Speaking of
watching
which, are
Johnny
you guys ready
Carson.
for the next comic? Chris, are you ready for the next comic?
Yeah. Is it Casey or where's Casey at?
I don't know. Casey's not here.
Casey, isn't Casey like some famous book or something?
A book? I don't know what you mean
There's
by
a
that.
book called Casey. It's like a baseball book, isn't it? Casey.
It's a fucking poem.
Casey and the Sunshine Band at bat. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Is that like Enoch's drunk cousin or something? Or doesn't everybody sound like they're Enoch on this show now?
Hey, I
Like
just
I
want to
can't
say,
tell Enoch 1 or 2 or 3.
yeah, there's a lot of Enochs here tonight.
There's a lot of drunk
Enochs.
cousins.
They're
Yeah,
like
but,
all drunk and they smoke too many Marlboros.
we're
Unfiltered
gonna
Marlboros.
go Enoch next. If anybody who wants to perform tonight and throw their hat in the ring for a chance at some of that tip money, just message me and we'll add you to the list. And we'll do it that way.
But why are you so cheap? You only buy like a small coffee at Pete's. Why can't you buy a large one? You're like cheap.
I didn't even want anything. I don't know.
You're
I was
like
just
cheap.
waiting. Like I said,
Maybe people aren't sending in enough tips.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Maybe because there aren't enough
Is that Enoch 1 or 2 or 3? I can't even tell.
Oh my God, the reproducing by fission.
There is the 3 books of Enoch.
By the way, I want to.
And the Book of Giants, my favorite one.
I want to thank Derek for
Do they
helping
got
me with
pictures?
the website today. All right, Enoch, go ahead. It's your time.
Thank Derek for
Oh, I don't know. This was a weird day. I didn't really have time to prepare because the power was out in the neighborhood thanks to PG&E.
Oh.
PG&E blew up our adjacent neighborhood like 10 years ago. So now in this neighborhood, they pull power poles out of the ground, especially when there's important football games on, like the 49er game today. I had to go watch that in a bar. And not to sound cheap, I just bought like one beer, nursed it the whole 4 quarters. So I didn't really have much time to do jokes. But I thought about the presidential campaign, and I'm thinking, I haven't decided what party I'd run at. So I did a look on Google, and there's like 27 parties that people are running under, plus 2 unaffiliated or other. I mean, okay, Republican and Democrat, everyone knows them. And it turns out everybody doesn't want them anymore. So you got your choices. The one I like is moderate. I don't know if there is an actual party called moderate yet, but I think that represents me. And let's see, nonpartisan. I don't know. I don't like that. I think if you want to be a public servant, you got to participate. So nonpartisan sounds like you're not participating. That's kind of negative. So out with that. Libertarians. I used to kind of really like libertarians. I read Lou Rockwell and all these guys that had these letters on stuff. And it turns out libertarians are just Republicans who like to smoke a lot of pot. So, okay, Green Party. I don't know how. I'm not a vegetarian. I eat meat, and the thing is, if we weren't supposed to eat meat, why did God make it taste so good? And I'm eating a filet mignon here right now. I am eating a spinach souffle. So Green Party people, I'm into vegetables too. So don't cut me out. Peace and Freedom Party, American People's Freedom Party, Freedom Party. Why so many of the same sounding things? That sounds confusing. Independent. Well, yeah, that to most people, what does independent mean? If you're a railroad engineer, that's the brake lever, the lever that controls the brakes when your train's out of control. As far as being independent in politics, you depend on your constituents. So I think that's a bad thing. But that's not the only independent. You got American Independent Party.
Oh.
American Independent Conservative Party, Independent Conservative Democratic Party, and an Independence Party. What is this with this independence? We have one day of the year we celebrate independence. We don't need a bunch of fucking political parties with confusing names. Veterans Party of American Party. My dad was a World War II vet, so there's like one person running in that.
Hey, Enoch, how many of these do you have?
This is my routine tonight. I'm just trying to decide which one I want to be in. I mean, nothing has appealed to me so far, but moderate, But Veterans Party of American Party, my dad would have liked that. People Over Politics Party. That just sounds like a euphemism for anarchy. Doesn't sound like it's really much for politics. U.S. Taxpayers Party. Nah. That Federalist Party, that's kind of like they tried to do Federalist Party back at the start when the nation started. And it kind of like they have the Federalist Papers. Hell with them. Constitutional Party, same thing. Reform Party, DC. This one really got me. DC Statehood Green Party. Talk about spreading yourself over a whole bunch of things. Now imagine if DC, District of Columbia, actually, if they decided to have statehood, they would have a governor, wouldn't they? And who's usually the most powerful person in a state? It's the governor. So imagine if you had the orange dope back in office and they made District of Columbia a state and they had a governor. Well, the governor would technically be the most powerful person in that state. So he would be more powerful than the president. And that would create a great conflict. And I'd love to see two people. I mean, if Trump had to be president, I'd like to see someone there who could stick it to him like a proctologist, on a daily basis. But I mean, that's a weird party. But I mean, the ones I wouldn't even think of: Human Rights Party, Jewish Christian National Party, Democratic Socialist of America. That sounds like Russia's trying to get in here right directly into our elections. Socialist Party, Communist Party, 100 Party, and all that. Nah, I'm gonna make my own party if I can't decide what those are. I think I should just, instead of saying unaffiliated, I'm going to create the Great Party so that everybody could join in and just, have a good time. Vote for Enoch and we'll not worry about these other 29, people chasing their tails.
And this
Enoch, I don't think you're going to win the presidency. I don't know.
Obviously not. I'm just here to shake and rattle the cages up a bit. I mean, I think it would be fun. There's actually... I looked at the names on Wiki. All these people that are signed up, they have their name there in Wiki. That's kind of a neat thing to be. I mean, Biden is listed there, and it's not Joseph R. Biden. It's just Joe Biden. Donald Trump is just Donald Trump, not Donald J. Trump. There's an Ahmed, a Muhammad.
Okay, you're
everybody's
done,
welcome. We're a melting pot.
Well, I pay a lot of tax.
It's a tough crowd tonight. Either that or
it is.
Yeah, people are tired and stuff. I get it.
Well, I don't know. I missed out on having a good bar fight the other night. That's like
we came damn close.
God, people. You think about it. I'm at that age, like I should be doing that shit 40 years ago. But I wasn't afraid of that little twerp.
Yeah, no, we just didn't want to have people like injured and stuff. That was it.
Arrested.
Well, what's a couple of broken arms to the guy?
All right, we got Enoch out of the way
with his feet.
All right, you guys ready for the next
two
comment?
broken arms?
This is a rare treat here, folks. We got, we don't really get to hear his humor too much, but we do, but not now. He's going to do a story. So give it up for Ray, everybody.
Well, hello everyone. Sometimes somebody goes and you're thinking like, shit, I can't follow that. This is not one of those nights. And I'm going to harken back to Vince. This is more of a story. Effectively, there's vandalism, turtle violence, and world economics all wrapped together. So I have been a teacher in Pacifica for many years. And a long time ago, one day I walk in and there's SPM on my turtle tank. SPM. I go, what the hell's that? And some kid goes, tagging crew, shark holler mob. Now, if you've been to Pacifica, folks, it is a bucolic beach town, but all the kids, they want to be hard. And so there's the Lindamar Vandals, Tater Creek Posse. All these kids are going home to 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom houses with an extra Tesla in the garage. But yes, someone tagged my turtle tank. So I walk in, I go, what kind of street cred do you get from tagging a goddamn turtle tank? Like, who is going to respect that? And so, I don't like people tagging shit. I thought, I had red slider turtles. So maybe this is like people who have snapping turtles. Maybe there's a fucking gang war I don't know about. But if you're going to do snapping turtles, you'd almost want to tag inside that tank. And I was thinking maybe there's even deeper turtle crews out there. Maybe it goes different amphibians, maybe salamanders, skinks, maybe even Komodo dragons. Psych. Reptile people. You knew that. Look who I'm talking to. Come on. But I thought it might go on. I waxed on it for a while. And Pun was going to poke its head out. Okay, I'm done. Puns can be shelved. But are there any world economic heads out there tonight? Come on, I'm sure there's some G7, G8 heads out there. Fuck, I know who I'm talking to. I don't even know I'm talking about that. Anyways, the G8 was that week, or the G7, I guess, technically, because Russia was excluded. And so I'm sitting there like, fuck, okay, you want to tag my shit? I'm going to tag your shit. So I found this kid's little fucking motorized bike. And I went up and said G7 for life on it, right? You got that right. I was playing the fucking Godfather soundtrack as I did it. All right? And so then I'm sitting there afterwards and I'm feeling fucking great about myself. Like, hey, kid, you want to see how it fucking goes? Now you're rolling with the fucking econ nerds, bitch. So he comes and he looks at it, and that little shit goes, G7? Gulfstream is only made up to the G6. What fucking loser did this tag? So I burnt that little shit's fucking house down that night. The turtles were safe.
Good for you.
Was that a true story, Ray, or is that made up?
It was the whole tagging of the turtles, straight up true. All the fucking gangs of Pacifica. It was hilarious.
That was amazing. I don't know who's playing that music. Is that the AI playing that? That's pretty good.
I assume it was Derek.
Oh, is that Derek?
Not Damien. No, it's not me.
Yeah, Derek doesn't play music really.
I don't have audio control.
Oh yeah, that is the AI guy.
Nice job, Ray.
Great job, Ray.
Very good.
I think Ray, you're definitely in the running tonight, as is everyone.
I want to talk next. The next story is about my fringe political beliefs.
Oh,
I'm done.
Did you make a reference that refuse?
We do want to hear about those for the next, yeah.
Ray, did you reason with the little bitch?
All right, your next comic
refuse.
is Derek. No, I'm kidding. It's not. One day, Derek will. I think Derek did a set one time. But...
A long time ago.
All right, Basil. Now you don't have to interrupt my set. You have your own time now. But I might
so
interrupt
sorry.
you.
I apologize.
No,
I'm like
okay.
like a horse right out of the gate,
Yes,
swinging.
exactly. That's why you invaded my dreams that one time. You invaded.
Yeah, next time I'm in your dream, please send me the link so I can at least be included.
That's awkward in so many ways.
Look, I can't help it. What am I gonna do? So it looks like it's all politics tonight. Enoch, if there's a party, you should join. Would be the filibustering party.
How good of you to join us.
And then personally, I think Republicans, Democrats, same manure, different stable. And on the propositions, I'm not sure if I'm probiotics or antibiotics. This whole election thing is new to me. I come from a dictatorship. I'm from Iraq originally, so an election was new to me. But I was proud when I voted, in America. So it was kind of nice to take part of that democratic process. And then I found out that the circus comes to town every 4 years. But I remember my first year coming to this country, I was invited to a party and we had to play Pictionary. And, my English wasn't that great. And there was two teams and it was my turn. So I picked the card and it's incest. And I'm like flustered now. What am I going to do? How am I going to draw incest? I'm sweating. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting antsy. And I know it's a family game, but come on, this is sickening. So my friend is like, Basil, are you okay? I'm like, well, I'd rather pack my stuff and go back to Iraq than have to draw this word. And also, like, how was I gonna draw the little boy and then the adult and differentiate the adult that it's the uncle and not the dad? So that was difficult for me. So finally, my friend said, Basil, are you okay? I said, yeah, look at this word. So she looked at it and she goes, it's insect. That was the first time I heard the term "damn these foreigners." Another incident, I was invited to a party and this guy comes up to me and he goes, Basil, we're inviting you to a party Saturday. Are you able to come in? I said, yeah, I'd love to. He goes, well, first, just to give you a background, Iraq is the #1 country besides oil. It's the #1 country in exporting dates. We have 40 million palm trees and 300 types of dates. So he goes, Basil, come to the party and bring a date. I said, just one? He goes, you can bring more? I said, yeah, sure. So I said, I can bring dates for everybody. So yeah, a week before the party, I was treated like royalty. Some of these guys were breaking up with their girlfriends and everything in anticipation of that night. And they were so disappointed when I showed up with a bushel of dates. Wow. That was the second time I heard the term, damn these foreigners. So, yeah. But I wasn't even prepared tonight, honestly. I'm back to playing golf. It's a little chilly, but I'm back to playing golf. I suck at the game. No matter what the course is, small or big, I show up as a strong, proud man. I leave as a scared little boy. I play politics golf. If you're not familiar with it, I either hit it way to the right or way to the left. I'm never in the middle. Yeah, thank you. I play Chinese style golf. Sometimes I hit it pin high, but most of the time Shanghai. Thank you, Ray. I love you, and Tammy too. I was invited to a golf tournament / barbecue, and I went home. My wife said, how did you do? I said, well, I played so bad, I didn't make the cut. She goes, it's okay. Not everybody makes the cut. I said, no, you don't get it. I played so bad, I didn't make the cut for the barbecue. He said, go home, stop at the Wiener Schnitzel on the way. You don't deserve barbecue. Oh, by the way, one more. What is Snoop Dogg's favorite place to eat? The Wiener Schnitzel. All right, I'll finish on that note.
Give it up for Basil, everybody. Make some noise.
Thank you. And AI make some noise because nobody else is. Thank you.
That was amazing. All right. Yeah, okay. So we got another comic. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stiff competition tonight. But I think this guy's going to blow us all away. It's Jeff Cooper, everybody.
Hey, thank you, everybody. I'm not that stiff competition, though. I'm used to be a lot stiffer than I am now. Yeah, once
Pop a couple Viagra, that'll take care of that.
well, those little pills, fuck those little pills. I mean, actually, I tried fucking one of those little pills. That didn't work either. But I decided to chime in after Enoch talked about running for president. Because actually, I'll get to my run for president in just a little bit.
I'll make you Secretary of State.
Yeah, well, I'd be better for Secretary of Education, but that's another matter.
Now, we got her last week.
No, we'll get into that. Assuming right now, I want to talk about the fact that I'm trying to run for vice president because who do I want to run with? No, Enoch would be pretty cool, but there's another guy that's above Enoch, and the guy goes by the name of Randy Rainbow. How many of you know who Randy Rainbow is? Oh, only Tammy and Vince?
No, I don't know.
I know.
Yay.
I know.
Okay. Well, in case you didn't know, go to his YouTube page. He's running for president. He says the only reason he's running for president is for the likes on YouTube. I've offered my services to run for vice president because, in case you didn't know, you have a solution for all the world's problems, which I know this isn't funny, but it is serious. If you go to that site that I just put up, my solution for all the world's problems, dead serious. It's a serious thing. But anyhow, I wanted to point out that, yes, I would love to run as Randy Rainbow. I do sing karaoke. I'm not nearly as good a singer as Randy is, and I'm not nearly as gay as Randy is, but that's another story. What I'd like to do right now, though, is mention that as far back as 2016, which is when I did a road trip. I live in Oregon now. I'm from Berkeley, but I did a road trip to California and went to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where I pissed on Trump's star way back in 2016. There's a link. The video is about 3 minutes long.
Of you pissing on his star?
Yeah, of me pissing on Trump's star.
3 minutes, man.
You should see a doctor.
You're my hero.
Dude, I'm seeing a doctor tomorrow, but I'm going to get into my doctor stuff in just a minute. Back then, I got a rapper to use my phone to take my picture. And it's kind of a funny bit. Well, come on. This is not Trump star. How could I go wrong with that? I don't want to spend my 3 minutes going over it, but I just did want to mention it. And I said I was going to run in 2020, but I guess I had to eat dinner at that time or something, so I didn't do it. Besides, let's face it, if you're a politician, you're screwed in general. And I wanted to point out to everybody something that you didn't know, was that on Friday, I got unscrewed. You see this screw here?
Yeah.
I think that for those of you who've seen me before, I mentioned that about a year ago, I broke my ankle, and they put 8 screws into my ankle. Most of them are about yay long. But then the surgeon told me that there was one that's about 4 inches. I don't know, ladies, is that 4 inches? This is what men will tell you is 7 inches, I know. But anyhow, she said, well, these things have a tendency to break over time. And I said, well, can you unscrew me? And she says, yeah. You know, you go in, you don't get a general anesthetic, they just shoot you. And actually, here's where I got shot. I don't know if you could see I left the Band-Aid on it.
Wow, we're back to showing feet again. This has come full circle.
Yeah.
That's a callback.
Right in there, baby.
I'm having flashbacks to 2020.
I'm going to put it in your mouth, Bahe.
Oh, my gosh.
You have to show that to brain.
But in any event, she unscrewed me. And I think, what should I do? Should I make it into a pendant? Should I frame it? Should I just use it the next time I need a 4-inch screw? I'll let you guys post in chat what you think I should do with this screw.
Is that really? That looks like the kind of screw they put in a wall or something.
I know it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does, and it's got like a hexagonal head. I mean, she had to dig around before she could even find the head. Organ recital. Okay.
Did they use like a Makita drill to like back it out or what?
Actually, yeah, I asked to see the drill too, and it was actually just a very small, tiny, just handheld. But she had to dig around before she could find the head to the screw.
All right. Well,
Did it hurt?
But
Did it hurt?
But she got it didn't hurt that much after they had shot me full of whatever they shot. The next day it hurt, just walking around a little bit.
So you did that without anesthetic. You're a bad mother.
Shut
your mouth. Chris,
I'm
you've
talking about Shaft.
Hey, I want to say something.
Talking about my shaft, bitch.
Who is the man who risked his ankle for his brother, man?
I'm waiting on Chris here.
Yeah, I want to say something about it, Enoch. I mean, we can't have seniors fighting in our comedy shows, Enoch is an old man. The Limey would have kicked his ass. Can you imagine if we had a senior get his ass kicked at a comedy show? That would have been embarrassing. Like, I think Enoch should let the fighting happen for the young kids, Unless you want to go to like a old man's bar and fight there.
Yeah,
but
dueling
don't be
walkers.
fighting like 20-year-olds.
Fallen, and I
Well,
can't
listen.
get up.
As an old man that used to be the local cab driver, I've had to kick the ass out of a lot of young assholes who get drunk and think they can still fight even an old guy who took martial arts and can, when he's sober, kick the ass of any 30-year-old. So fuck off and die, motherfuckers. But listen, I'm going to yield my time in just a second. I did want to add one final thing. Did everybody catch my chicken crossing the road joke last week, or can I do it again?
Do it again.
Knock her out.
Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the hookers.
Thanks for trying and playing, but no, wrong. Mute the motherfucker. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the hookers.
To visit the idiot. Knock, knock.
Science.
Who's there?
It's not to get to the hookers. I think my tag is fun.
Enoch.
Who's there?
The chicken.
Yeah, I didn't understand it last week, and I still don't understand it.
The chicken crossed the road to visit the idiot. Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Who is it?
Oh, okay. So I'm the idiot.
It's in your house.
You get it now. Geez, as a comedian, you got to be a lot quicker on the uptake than that, especially after I told the same fucking joke last week. All right.
Well, that's actually
it.
That's an interesting point, because like I've been told before that I'm not like quick-witted, and that I'm like, yeah, like, but I don't get it because like slow-witted is an insult, but it's still witted, Slow-witted and quick-witted, they're both still witted, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Good example is those girls when we found out they said they're from Berkeley. The thing would be, oh, you talking about UC Berkeley or Berkeley High? Because that's the kind of put down that, you gotta do it right away. My favorite joke about that was they said, you're from UC Berkeley, probably not in the STEM field, I'm guessing. Janitorial services, right?
You could have asked them to try and spell STEM, but that would have shut them up.
All right, folks, it's time for By the way, it would have been cool if Derek was there and then we got in a bar fight, because I'd like to see Derek in a bar fight. By the way, I took some heat this week over this logo because like people thought I made it, and there's been like violence against Asian people, so people got angry at me because they thought I was like, and I was like, first of all, Derek made this,
Yeah.
But they still, some people can only see race. It's crazy, I don't know. But
I knew you didn't make it because
as
it was
the
good.
Matrix exists, the human race will never be free.
That's right. Speaking of the Matrix, it's time now. Can we get the poll music, please? This is going to be tough. This was a low key night. I think we're all tired from kicking ass all week and being awesome and stuff. And what Jeff got his screw taken out, and wow, I don't know who it's going to be.
Tell Chris to watch the movie Heartbreak Ridge and Clint Eastwood and see how he, as the old sergeant, how he deals with the big Swede. And he'll change his mind about old men.
I feel like you guys bicker, but you do it in a friendly way, and I think it's kind of funny,
I think old men shouldn't be running for president because they're neither Republican nor Democrat. They're incontinent. Independent.
Oh.
Hey, I had my prostate out. I resemble that remark.
You take it out for a date?
And Jeff, I'm sorry about your foot, but I know it's going to hurt the next day because of the agony of the feet.
But it's the thrill of victory.
They didn't give you a local or nothing? That's pretty good.
The lack of
Gave him a local.
The best part.
They gave
me a local.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they went in there with nothing.
No.
That would be balls.
Honestly, true story. I went to a dentist first year I came here, and somebody told me, hey, the dentists are expensive. We're gonna run your bill. So he's telling me he's gonna, works on my teeth. He said, I'm gonna start with anesthesia. And I'm like, nope, no anesthesia. It's gonna cost me even more. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, no anesthesia. He starts working on me. My toe hits the ceiling. I go, doctor, can we back up a little bit, please? What is anesthesia? He goes, it numbs the pain. I said, give it to me, doctor. Give it to me.
Oh, the doctor sure said, it costs double.
You could give it the old West anesthesia. They just hit you over the head with an old whiskey bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Or they put a little thing in my mouth and bite on it.
Did I win this week or what? I never win. Why don't I win?
You could win this week.
I never get
you won biggest pothead.
I got the biggest dick too.
Same thing.
Well, if you think 4 inches is big, then go for it.
Why doesn't anybody nobody votes for Enoch? Why can't Enoch get any votes? Nobody votes for him.
Yeah, people did vote for him, actually.
It's like Biden. Nobody voted for Biden either. At least Biden won, Enoch gets no votes and doesn't win.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's true. Enoch has never won, but one day he will win, and that will be a special day.
When he's like the only comedian on here, he might win.
He's like Sally Fields. Maybe in 10 years or so.
Yeah.
You like me. You really, really like me.
As a friend.
Yeah, that's the butterfly effect again.
We got a question from Patricia.
Yes.
I had nothing to say. I just wanted to be unmuted in case I want to laugh. So I guess hi, everybody.
You didn't need that tonight.
Were you in your kitchen earlier, Patricia?
Yeah.
What were you making?
I made just lemon and powdered sugar icing for Trader Joe's vegan gingerbread.
Okay, very nice.
Patricia, could you say that again, but slowly?
Yum. Freshly squeezed lemon.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someday that dinosaur's going to get you.
Yeah, when he pays enough, he'll eventually get it, so
If diabetes doesn't get you first.
All right, everybody. Here we go. It's elimination time.
Uh-oh.
That's
favorite.
What the proctologist said, too.
What's with the proctologist?
Hold on. I gotta add.
Enoch, are you drinking ranch dressing?
Who would drink ranch dressing?
Yeah, only a tard would drink ranch dressing.
A cowboy?
What are you drinking? Oh, okay. okay.
How dare you insinuate that?
All right, the first comic to be eliminated tonight is Enoch the Great, everybody.
Oh,
Enoch
you're
the
gonna need that
Great.
drink now.
Enoch, do you have any last words?
I'm not dead.
This is the only time
Rigged.
Enoch hasn't said anything. It's incredible.
It's rigged.
It is rigged. That's true.
Give me
Not rigged, it's Roquefort.
11,780 votes.
The next comic to be eliminated is a three-way tie for actually next comic to be eliminated.
Not our first three-way here, is it?
Oh.
First threesome? I mean, three-way?
Oh, base, get your mind out of the gutter.
Ray is eliminated.
Oh,
Boo!
I voted for you, Ray. I voted for you. What do you have to say for yourself tonight, Ray?
Put my shit on the line with my turtles. Fuck you all.
You put that turtle on the line.
Well, you know, Billy voted for you at least, so you got that going for you.
Oh,
Billy?
that's so sad.
All right. Derek, you're out too. Okay, we're down
thank
to our
God.
final four. The next comic to be eliminated is Jeff Cooper.
Oh.
Bye. Bye.
I was waiting for you.
You
to
got
describe
screwed.
OnlyFans page.
Bye. I got unscrewed.
Oh.
All right, can we get a drum roll, please? This week's winner, Basil.
Oh, again? Wow.
Yes, it's I think it's going to be a trade-off between you and Vince are the heavy hitters right now. You guys are really crushing it. So
I like Vince's one-liners. I mean, Vince, you and I should write some stuff together.
I'll send you a few.
Yeah, please.
Would I ever do that ever?
I'm curious, Vince, why you decided to go with this new style this week. You just wanted to experiment.
I was experimenting. I've had a lot of, I think, funny stuff that's ever happened to me, but I thought I'd try it out. Kind of
So it's
branch out a little bit.
Story jokes instead of like one. I like the one-liners, yeah, but that one's good too. But Basil, you are the champion once
Oh,
again.
wow. Twice in 5 weeks. That's dynasty.
Remember, with great power comes
I
great
could whip you on the golf
responsibility.
course.
Yeah, I know you can. I'm horrible. I suck at
haven't
the
played
game.
in 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll play you left-handed.
Every time I go after the
Well, are
round,
you
I go to the
left-handed?
lost and found, and I'm like, hey, I lost a ball white with dimples. They go, they're all white with dimples. I go, yeah, but mine has a scared look on its face.
Enoch hasn't played with himself in 20 years.
No, I like to walk on the golf course because where my ball goes, I need a four-wheel drive.
So
I actually, have you ever heard of Bing Crosby?
Yes.
Yeah, I played golf with his son Harry,
Oh, wow.
and the other one Nathaniel was playing in front of us, and he was cheating like you wouldn't believe. I mean,
Oh, wow.
he would like drop a golf ball down through his leg, and it would fall out through by his shoe. And he used to host the AT&T Pro-Am after the old man died.
Oh, wow. Cheater, huh?
Yeah, he was a real prick.
Yeah.
Harry was a nice guy, though. Real down to earth guy. He would talk to anybody. He wasn't a big celebrity guy.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Elle, if you want to tell some jokes, you should just tell them. I don't know. Why don't you want to be recorded? I don't know how to turn off the. Oh, wait, actually, there you go. The recording is stopped, Elle, if you want to tell some jokes.
Thanks. Well, I was just offering for some other people, but look, it's still on.
Oh, you meant for other people. Okay. Well, thanks for being here. You look kind of like a rabbit.
I don't understand why the recording part is so crazy. It's like,
why it's such a big deal or something?
Enoch is wanted. He escaped from Alcatraz.
Hey, Chris, what do you think of the show tonight?
Alcatraz and
It
your
was
best idea is to
great,
come
you
on to
know.
Zoom comedy.
I think I want to say something. What the hell's? Why isn't Basil in Miami? Isn't like the art Basel thing this week? Shouldn't he be out there representing the Basels or whatever? Or is that a different Basel?
No, this is the same one.
Because there's an art fair in Miami this week. It's called the Basel, isn't it?
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? You're not cultured like I am?
No, I am, but I just didn't realize there was something in Miami going on.
Yeah, I saw it on TMZ. That's where I get all my info.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a great place to get your info from.
That's where I get my info. DiCaprio was out there trying to get laid at the Basel. I'm like,
okay.
why aren't you there? You're the Basel. You're a Basel too.
Yes. Have you, speaking of DiCaprio, have you guys watched the movie, The Killer of the Flower Moon?
No.
Yeah, honestly, very good movie. 3.5 hours of, but it's a good movie. It's brand new.
Hell yeah.
Chris, did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I saw Napoleon, and it broke my heart. Napoleon was in love. Made him look like a pussy. Go kill the English. Go kill the Limeys like Enoch. Stop falling in love. God damn it. What kind of pussy ass movie was that?
Is that the countdown? I can't really make that countdown out too well.
I think most dictators or most men, when they fall in love, they become weak.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
We should just cut off their balls when they become a dictator.
I think except for Hitler, when Inga said to him, Hitler, I want you to go all the way. He thought Poland.
5.
Ending on a Hitler joke.
4.
Nice.
Why did Hitler kill himself? He got the gas bill.
Oh, no.
1.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a nice weekend. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.